And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of craft beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Garland Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, some going to 20 pop. Put it to each kid. Bila living.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't tell law in your hands for the right authority. That it can't take your life. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it. I'm a part of report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they stopping crime for all. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it for all.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Samsaya.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it for all. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it crime for all.
Chicken say, oh, it's a gossip.
A very warm and pleasant welcome. We want to say good morning wherever you are joining our broadcast from this morning. We want to say welcome to the program from the print news here on Freedom Communications in Cabaretta. It's 10 minutes past the hour of 11 o'clock, and we're here, of course, to bring you our regular. We will say regular because, of recent, we've been strictly focused on, most of the discussions we have here are political, right, Dakmana?
Yeah, sure.
And today is not going to be a throwback Friday. Today we're going to be talking the talks, and you just be right there as we were here. My name is Esther Daku. Good morning, Dakmana.
Yeah, good morning, Esther. And I want to say a good morning to the peace-loving people of Mama Liberia, all of the folks around the world. My name is Dakmana, the Indefatigable Perspicacious, and I'm here with Esther on the program from the Print News.
And of course, we hope to join Gus. We hope to join Gus today on today's presentation of the program. So, Dakmana, just quickly drill us through what we will be doing.
Yeah, and today we are expecting the folks from the diaspora, headed by Rebecca K. Seyon. We hope to have them in studio for us to discuss issues as it relates to the re-election of President Weah.
So as we with our guests, we will quickly bring you the online version of our two dailies. We will look at the Daily Observer newspaper online. We will look at the Front Page Africa also. So we have the Daily Observer. We will start up with this. One of the top stories here says elderly woman brutally killed in Kolahun. That's one of the stories on the front page of this online version of the Daily Observer. Lucini Kamara, fourth place presidential candidate, endorses Bwaka for runoff election. Is also right here. Let's see some lines. I think this program was held on yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's see some lines from this story. It says Lucini Kamara, the fourth place presidential candidate in the just ended October 10 polls, has officially endorsed former Vice President Joseph Boakai ahead of the November 14 runoff elections. Kamara, the presidential candidate of the All Liberian Coalition Party, garnered a nationwide vote of 35,988, constituting 1.96% of the total votes shared in the initial run of the election. The endorsement, which makes him the second of the top 6 presidential candidates to throw support behind Bwaka, comes a few days after he had held a consultative meeting with President George Weah, who was also seeking his support for the upcoming runoff election. We'll stop with there. Let's look at more stories. Alexander Cummings to stay neutral, but of course, this story is important. Let's look
very much.
Let's look at more stories here. It say, I have asked the parties and they have agreed to allow me to take a side. Cummings said, as we know, it is difficult to engage meaningfully and constructively if one is deprived to be politically biased or prejudiced. Let's see the story. Alexander Cummings, the presidential candidate of the collaborating political parties, has disclosed that he will remain neutral during the upcoming runoff election between President George Weah and Joseph Boakai, even though the collaboration which he heads is expected to endorse the president today. Cummings, who is representing his 2017 position after placing fifth in the presidential election that year, has stated that while he respects the decision of the CPP Executive Committee, he has been granted permission not to endorse any of the two runoff presidential candidates. The collaboration, he noted, is a democratic institution, and as such, the overwhelming majority decision is final, which he respects, and they will be the ones delivering the statement of endorsement. However, I have asked the parties and they have agreed to allow me not take a side, Cummings said. Among several important reasons, we believe this will afford the balanced perspective needed to continue to engage as the CPP has demanded that I do with all of our political, religious, traditional, and other national leaders, including Liberians of all political, social, and economic standing. As we know, it is difficult to engage meaningfully and constructively if one is perceived to be politically biased or prejudiced. Furthermore, I am hopeful that this position will help our country, both in the short and long term, to work for the unity and reconciliation of all our people and leaders, especially after a contentious election that threatens to further divide our people. Not personally choosing a side will also help in a more effective engagement with our international partners. Cummings' neutrality comes after a dismal performance during the October 10 polls, where his share of votes is 26,613, constituting 1.61%, far below his performance during the 2017 elections, where he has now decided to remain neutral. He is on record as saying that if he does not make it to the second round, he would support an opposition candidate to unseat Weah. However, it appears that he finds it difficult to stand by that position given the fact that Bwaka once testified against him in court regarding a controversy over the CPP framework documents. This led to a strained relationship between the two and a breakdown of the original CPP, which remains a festering sore that has yet to be treated, let alone healed. Well, folks, I think we want to stop here. We want to stop here and give credence to other important story here too on the Daily Observer. UBA Records. I think Gus just joined us.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can bring you on, Gus.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Gus on the line, but just right after the Daily Observer, then we can usher in Gus to join us. UBA records 115% growth in gross earnings is right here on the Daily Observer. UP prepares for battle in Southeast. This story is also here, but I think it's an old story. Let's look up more. Reflection Part 2, role at Liberia at a crossroad. We want to look at this story. It says, let's make President Josh Weah a benevolent dictator. Minister Samuel Ditwe, Analyst News, September 9, 2020. It says the above statement was made by Minister Samuel Ditwe Jr. on September 8, 2020, continuing Minister to aircraft for Liberians across the country, especially partisans and sympathizers of the ruling coalition for democratic change, to help make President Josh Weah a benevolent dictator. All right, I think we want to look up more stories on the online version of the Daily Observer. Ganta Methodist Hospital faces financial crisis. This is also here. UN hails Liberia's progress. That's another one. Korean national protest for export mining permit. And of course, these are all of what we want to look at from the Daily Observer this morning. Let's run to the front page Africa. Let's see what the front page Africa has for us this morning.
But before we do that again.
Okay, let's quickly bring in Gus. Gus, good morning. Good morning, welcome.
Gus, are you there?
Yeah, I thought you were still reading. Sorry. Good morning. How y'all doing?
Try it again, Gus. Let's see.
I said I thought you were still reading. That's why I didn't respond.
Okay.
Yeah, how y'all doing? Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, Dr. Esther, and whoever else is in studio. Gus Kwama. Just getting ready for my cartoon. So.
Right.
Hey, by the way, I know. Stuff is pushing up. I heard Friday is going to be a hot one. You know, let me just chime in a little bit with these people, all the endorsement and whatnot that's going on. CDC for a party.
Gus, we have not concluded yet. We are still.
Oh, okay.
going
I thought
through
you
the
was
story.
done reading. Okay, go ahead.
No,
Okay,
just try to bring it in before we go to the second
Go
one.
ahead.
Yeah. So let's look at the front page Africa this morning. We see the photograph of Spoon TVC or Staten Waterspoon is right here. One of the top stories on the front page Africa this morning. It says Staten Waterspoon gets 41-month jail sentence for wire fraud. And of course, this is right here. Mr. Staten Waterspoon, the CEO of Spoon Network, has been sentenced to 41 months in prison beginning December 31, 2023, May Day, for wire fraud. He is also forfeiting 4 properties and has also been fined US $3.5 million. So, Dakpana, I think 41 months could be.
So it is 3 years, 5
3
months.
years. Okay, right. Wow. And of course, I think we want to read the story.
Yeah, sure. It's important.
Yeah, let's see some lines. It says, according to the United States Department of Justice, Witherspoon, a resident of the Burlington County, New Jersey, plead guilty on August 24, 2023 to conspiracy to committing wire fraud case number 236005, Crime Smith. It says Front Page Africa gathered the Southern District Court in Florida tempered justice with mercy because Witherspoon has been cooperative with investigators and he is expected to provide more information on the scheme that may lead to the arrest of more conspirators. The United States has already identified 4 properties in New Jersey belonging to Witherspoon that he is likely to fulfill it. However, at a court on Thursday, his lawyers presented a check of US 3.5 million as restitution of the dividends earned through the fraudulent scheme. The Spoon Network CEO and host of famous Spoon Talk in Liberia is among 20 others who have either pleaded guilty or have been convicted for their participation in the wire fraud scheme known as the Operation Nightingale that created an illegal lessening and employment shortcut for aspiring nurses. According to the public records, residents of Florida along with individuals from other states were charged for their involvement in a scheme to sell fraudulent nursing degree diplomas and transcripts obtained from accredited Florida-based nursing schools to individuals seeking licenses and jobs as registered nurses and licensed practical vocational nurses. The bookers' diplomas and transcripts qualified purchasers to sit for the National Nursing Board exam and after passing it to obtain lessons and jobs in various states as RNs and LPN VNs. The overall scheme involved the contribution of more than 7,600 fake nursing diplomas issued by the three South Florida-based nursing schools, which is Sianen College in Broward County, Florida, Palm Beach School of Nursing in Palm Beach County, Florida, and Sacred Heart International Institute in Broward County. These schools are now closed. Nursing applicants use the fraudulent diplomas to obtain RN or LPN licenses in various states and nursing jobs with unwritten healthcare providers throughout the country. I think so far so good. That's the story. We want to look up more stories this morning on the front page Africa. Let's see our next story here. Let's see what it says. Okay, it says ACOP minus vice tender bearer. Okay, I think this is also important. Let's see some lines from it. ACOP minus vice tender bearer. It says the All Liberian Coalition Party, the party that secured fourth place in the October 10 presidential elections with 35,988 votes, constituting 1.96%, has
Did you
chosen.
read that already?
Well, I did, but I think this has to do with our
the
vice tender bearer. Are you there, guys?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The All Liberian Coalition Party, the party that secured fourth place in the October 10 presidential elections with 35,988 votes, constituting 1.96%, has chosen to throw a support behind the opposition Unity Party's Joseph Boakai in the November 14 runoff election against the incumbent President George Weah. However, ACOP's vice tender bearer has declared his support for Weah. ACOP announced their endorsement of the former vice president at an elaborate program held at its campaign headquarters along the Japan Freeway on Thursday. The party's political leader, Lieutenant Kamara, emphasized the endorsement speech that the party primary focus is addressing governance challenges, ensuring human rights, and promoting justice. He also stressed the importance of comprehensive social security services, economic policy reforms, and increased investment opportunities. Just have a second. Thank you. I think we have our guest with us. So let's bring some more lines from this story. It says Kamara further stated that ACOP aims to boost Liberia's national budget, enhance the quality of education, and implement sustainable programs for health and create jobs. Additionally, the party seeks to improve infrastructure development, including transportation, communication, healthcare delivery, as well as ensuring access to safe water supplies for all Liberians. Kamara remarked, fellow citizens and distinguished partisans of ACOP, these values are the guiding light for our policies that inform our decisions for alignment with any political institution. They are not just about labels or limited benefits to a group of citizens. Instead, they are about a vision for a better and more equitable future for all Liberians. Well, I think we want to stop here.
Yeah.
We have a few others to look at. And this one, we will legitimize his government if we will illegitimize his government if, and that's a question. I think so far so good. That's what we will take for today because we don't have time and we have a guest in our
Yeah.
studio with us this morning. So let's quickly usher in Gus again. Takwana will come back to you.
Yeah.
Gus, let's have you quickly before we can take our guest.
Okay. So,
Okay, what's the guest on today, but what we guessing on?
Okay.
yeah, the guest is from the diaspora. Madam
I
Rebecca-
think you are familiar with
Madam-
Madam
Madam
Rebecca.
Rebecca say,
Yeah.
yeah, always going back.
Yeah, what?
Go ahead.
Never had any problem. So, Rebecca saying is in
You
studio.
didn't say nothing.
No, me and Rebecca never had any issue. Never.
Okay.
In my
Yeah,
life.
right.
No, I'm talking about the back and forth, sometimes the
No,
argument.
never back and forth with her. She may
Okay.
support you, but she never been back and forth with her.
Okay,
Yeah, I
brother.
truly agree that I've never had any back and forth with her.
Okay, that
But
move.
first of all, Rebecca, I want to say welcome to Liberia. As you all know, I was supposed to be in Liberia, but due to some family circumstances with my kids,
Yeah.
I'm here. My mission team is going to be in Liberia this weekend. They're on their way. Honorable Cy Joseph, the man that had over 300,000 votes. Again, I've always said he gets more votes than political parties, and people always
Right.
say no. Go look at the numbers. The alcohol we're talking about, they ain't even come close to a third of what Cy Joseph got or whatsoever. So that team is going to be on the ground, and we're going to be making sure we provide health care for the citizens of Liberia. And tell you what CDC has done is continue to work for our people. And people like Cy Joseph and them have been doing these things since the onset of this. By the way, I'm going to also announce here my organization, which bringing this mission trip to. We are looking for 1 or 2 high school students that are very, very sharp students that can pass the nursing exam at Stella Maris. A full scholarship. I think I've told you guys here, our scholarship includes not just their tuition. We pay them about $10 a day US for them to go to school in the duration of their school until they fully graduate. We've done this for, I think, 6 students now. And so any high school student listening, in the next few, find out from Freedom and other places, my team will be over there. We will definitely like to know how you're doing and maybe go to Stella Maris and see if we can take the exam. So I just wanted to put that out there. But this is all because of what we do here on places like Freedom. We care about our citizens, not just ourselves. And this is why we continue to support the healthcare system in Liberia, because that's what I work in, and I want to make sure it's changed in Liberia. Rebecca, again, welcome to Liberia and the team. To all the CDCians that are coming back and making sure that this election remains ours is very important. But I just want to talk a little bit about these people that keep doing all these endorsements. You know, the alcohol endorsement is a great thing. You know, I'm glad they decided to do their split. But I will tell alcohol this. You know, the President George Weah is one of the most tolerant guy I know of I've ever seen in our country history, because in your social media you see, I mean, you heard my brother Dakwana about Rebecca and that, you know, it's like people have disagreement. It's not an issue. That's how George Weah is. You can cross his mind, you can do this, you can do that. He sees you, he doesn't care. It's not because it's not personal. I mean, it was on an incident. So for him, he can move past that. So for the organization I call political party, which, as we all know, is more tribal based or whatsoever, or religious based, knows that this president have done everything they can to make sure that they have their full equitable share of this political space that we enjoy today. To look at all of those and go to a group of men that says they're nobody, I think is rather strange. But again, that's politics, and I hope one day they will realize that, or some of the people that are in that group will realize that this president has done everything he can to make sure that minority group is fully recognized in our society. That minority group is doing well. And I've always said here, living in America, if you are a minority and you want to elevate and move up, you have to work with a majority.
That's true.
And doing that, you can't sit and hide in your place. You cannot create boundaries. You cannot put yourself in a bubble. You would never elevate to the point where you want to become in the society. In America, Black people want their rights. Black people got rights before white women in this country. But you know how they got those rights? They got those rights from white women, empathizing with them and all of those. So to our brothers and sisters from the Muslim community in Mandingo, look, you have a president that cares about you guys regardless of where you are. There were people in your society that made him go to Muslim Congress, that did all of those things. Don't you think this is why he does everything for Muslims, not just Mandingo, because Muslims as a whole need to elevate in our country, and if you take those things for granted, do you think another majority group is going to look at you the same? They're going to look at you as, we can't trust you. And you may not like what I'm saying, but the truth is, it's just that. When somebody stands behind you, you need to stand behind them. And if you don't do that, other people will go, I don't know if I can trust this person. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I want to listen to Rebecca Singer and the group and Napana and everyone. It's supposed to be Social Friday. I don't know what you're doing today, but that's okay. We're there.
Yeah, well, we are in the campaign season, so we can't.
Okay, campaign.
Yeah. So we're making use.
Going to the beach. That campaign stop Rebecca from going to the beach. Rebecca going to the beach after we finish here.
I know. All right. Right now we want to usher in our guest, right?
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
have her on the show. I think we have to.
Take a short break.
You guys are already used to it. I think I was here. So. All right, we don't have time. Let's quickly bring down the music to welcome our guest. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to Peace Loving Liberians, home and abroad. I'm happy to be here.
Can you just come closer to the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm happy to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm blessed.
Yeah, still.
You still sounding low. I don't know. Let me just check it quickly.
No matter
Yes,
what you will carry my
You
love.
guys, Fordering Radio Land, we are here on the program from the Print News, and we have as our guest Madam Rebecca Kissel. She's diaspora Liberian. She resides in the U.S. and she's in Liberia, to campaign for the re-election of President Weah. So we have her as our guest, and we'll be talking about the re-election of President Weah from her perspective. She has been here for some days, some weeks, so she'll be giving her thoughts on the campaign so far. What is her preparation as it relates to the November 14 runoff? So as I said.
Yeah. So just quickly tell us, how's your ground like since you came back to the country? When I say your ground, in terms of campaign activities and all of that.
Yeah.
Since I've been back, Everything is going good. Everything is good from my end. And of course, I have not traveled across the country.
Okay.
I'm in Masserati, the surrounding. Seeing the campaign, the way it's going, to me, it's good for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you've been here, and since you've been here before October 10, and the slogan was one round victory. But unfortunately, the CDC was not successful in the one round victory. Now we'll be going for the second round. What do you think was the cause of the party not, succeeding in the one round victory campaign?
For me, if you say the party is not succeeding, it's not the party of Liberia.
Okay.
Right? We never succeeded in the one round victory.
Mhm.
It's because people that are reluctant.
Okay.
It's reluctant of going out to vote. And others, they didn't have the education of voting. Because we have the one round, which will save us good money for more developments. But then, to our utmost surprise, the invalid vote made us, we didn't get the one round victory.
Mhm.
So now, in the second round, that's why we are going around educating our people, both the young and old, how to vote, that the invalid vote will not be much for us to be able to elect our president.
Mhm. So I'm gonna say, Liberians are listening to you. You are in support of President Weah re-election. You are an ardent follower of this president. You left your comfort zone in the U.S. You are here campaigning in the communities. What can you tell us about this man you support, George Weah? Can you convince others to follow suit? How can you convince someone to support President Weah, more especially to have him re-elected? What do you know about Weah?
I want to talk to Liberian President Weah. He's not an ordinary person. When you say those things, people come after you with insults and other things. But if you follow his lifestyle, you follow his story, for him coming to power is not ordinary. I want to tell Liberians today. That's why I make my way to come in studio, that my voice will be heard.
Yeah.
This man, where he came from to where he is now, he's a God sent. You don't need a rocket scientist to tell you. President Weah, I follow him during his 4 birthdays. I am a big fan.
He was from IE.
He was from IE. And the way of playing on the field and doing things is extraordinary. It's unusual. So I developed that love for him. And then when the war came again, we're on the refugee camp in Guinea. Let me be very frank to Liberia. The main reason for which I left my comfort zone, I left my jobs, and I came to Liberia. This is not my first time coming.
Yeah, you're always here.
This is my 4th trip to Liberia, same this year.
Yeah.
To encourage our people, especially the young folks, to tell them whatsoever condition or whatsoever situation you find yourself in, if you follow the man lifestyle, you can be somebody tomorrow. Let me give you a little brief history. We were on the refugee camp, and then 2003, the resettlement came to a standstill in Kanene, and Liberians began to die. And one morning we heard that George Weah is coming to Guinea on the Liberian refugee camp. It was something to see. We gathered together to welcome him. We stood in the song for hours. We listened to the radio. After an hours, the people told us that, oh, he gone on the Severlodian refugee camp. But guess what? We waited for him. And when he got there, we took him to Area Z, where then we had a Liberian cemetery where we're burying Liberians. He got there, he stood and he wept. When he came back from there, he told the UN, he said, my country right now, looking at the refugee in my country right now, it's not safe for the people to go home. So I want you guys to put up a program that called Liberian Women at Risk, so my people will travel. And when they brought that program, this is the reason why you see most Liberian in all over the world. Norway sent people, they said they need refugee. Canada said they need refugee. Australia and America. And you know what God did? We were denied. We got a letter from the UN that we were denied, my family. So we were just hoping that the war go down so we can come back home. But when he proposed the program to UN, and UN picked up the program, right away, they went to the coupon that they gave us for food, for us to be able to get ration from UN, that coupon they started using. If you were not on program, the world just take you and carry you on the refugee camp. You find yourself in Australia. You find yourself in Norway. You find yourself in Canada. And some of us were blessed to go to the US.
Manasaya, I really don't know. It's not that, I want to say that you are not saying the truth, but I have listened to some other folks from the opposition in that same Guinea denying that there were at no point in time President Weah went on the camp. They've been saying that, and that the refugee camp in Guinea. So you are saying that President Weah visited that camp and he also proposed a program to the UN that Liberians benefited from. So why would they deny of him being on that camp?
Dagbana, we are human and people are ungrateful. I tell anybody. And ungratefulness, it started from the Bible. That's the reason why Jesus reminded his disciples. Because when he met Peter and John, they were fishing. And they couldn't catch any fish. You understand me? So when Jesus met them, he asked them. And they told Jesus, no, we've been fishing. But we never ever. And he told them, he said, okay, take the net and throw it on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
And when they caught a lot of fish, he turned around to tell them, say, follow me. I will make you a fisher of men. And they all follow him. While they were going, he met 5,000 men or people. They were hungry. He fed them 5 loaves of bread with 2 pieces of fish. Thinking, say, the group will follow him. But no. When the stomach got filled, they left. So what am I trying to say here?
Yeah.
There are people that will come out to tell you that I was on a refugee camp, I didn't see President Weah. But I am telling you that I will deny. And this program is the one, God First, that took me to America today. And I can be a blessing to my friends or the citizens of the country and my family. So people are ungrateful. Ungrateful people will always tell you, say, Esther never gave me water. I went to Freedom FM. I saw her there, but she never greeted me. You understand me? So.
Yeah, so let me just come in quickly. Let's go to the issue of this campaign. We have a few days to election, and you are back. Are you fully involved with the activities? If yes, or what are you exactly involved with? Who, like, are you with a specific auxiliary right now in the country that you're working with to see how best you can recruit more people on the team?
Oh yeah, I got my youth group in Dinsville, the United Youth for the re-election of President Weah, and I got an auxiliary which is headed by one of my mother in the community. We call them the conscious citizen of Dinsville for the re-election of the president. I'm working with them. And then on the doctor, we are here too. So I'm all over the place, to be very frank. I'm not talking to only politicians or the government supporter. Even those that are not in favor of the government, I am talking to them and telling them and giving them the reason for which they must vote for the president for the second term. And number one thing I always tell them, the peace of the country.
Yeah.
Somebody will come up to tell me the country is not peaceful. Then I come back to ask you. After the 12 years of the Unity Party, the security that were on the ground, when they were turning power over, the security left. They left you vulnerable, and the government came in power. See the massive development, see how people pouring into the country. And now the people know that we know that the country is safe. Because at the time we had ECOMOG, we had the ECOWAR, everybody in this country, you understand me? We feel to ourselves that the country is not safe because we have all the security guiding us. But when they took off and this government take power, we saw the country being safe. So everybody coming in, carrying on development, business and other things. So it's one of the things that really, yeah.
So during the first round, we had 20 Liberians vying for the presidency, and it went down to 2 because none of them could reach the absolute majority vote, which is a 50 plus 1. And now we have 2. We have former Vice President Joseph Yuma Boakai from the Unity Party and that of President Weah from the CDC. So what mechanism have you put into place to reach out to the remaining 18?
We are reaching to them, telling them to join us, that what we started, we want to continue. Okay. We don't want to be in power forever. But you can start something in the middle and leave it. What we started for the past 6 or 5 years, we need additional 6 years to end it. So we are talking to them to come on board for the development of this country and also to be able to help our young folks. So we are talking to them.
Okay, well, I want to ask you this question. Many other guys from the opposition bloc, they have endorsed President Weah. Some of them, they were very critical of the president. And to be more specific, Henry Costa. I think you have cried on Costa many times, Manaseo. You used to dislike most of the things he used to say about the president. Now he's supporting President Weah. What's your take? Do you think that was a wrong decision taken by the president to accept him, or you think that it was good, it's in the interest of Liberia? What do you have to say as it relates to Costa endorsing the president after all of the insults?
Oh, okay. For me, this man, that's the reason why I say he's not an ordinary person. This is a president that will talk to us with a sedition there. I am not president for CDC. Yeah. I am president for Liberia and Liberia. Once you elect me, or you elect me as president for this country, I am not president for you alone. I am president for everybody. People will criticize him. People will crucify him. But then he used the scripture, you understand me, that say, forgive, but they know not what they are doing. So for me, yes, as someone who always go after Costa with scriptures in general prayer points, but the Bible tells us that we should pray for our enemies.
Right.
Let them live long, that they will see the good work of Him. You understand me? The only person the Bible tells us to resist and not to even go closer is the witch.
Yeah.
Because when the witchcraft kill you, what God got for you, you will not do it. So He said, resist the devil. Yeah. So we always pray for our enemies that they will come on board, that they will see the good work. And I tell God, thank you. I know others don't like the idea. There are others that are disenchanted. You understand me? Of course, they're coming to endorse the president. Even my father and Yuri, you understand me? And the thing is like this, even when you're on the football field or play, you understand me? There are people that will criticize you, people throwing stones at you, people saying words. That does not mean they hate you. You understand me? But it gave you more energy to play more, that you will turn their mind to support you. So Costa coming on board for me, even our father Yuri with the family and the LP, the ALP. For me, I welcome it. You understand me?
Okay.
Liberian first, Liberian second, Liberians last. So they coming on board. I pray that they will join us. Let massively campaign for the president's second term, so we all can have our dream comes true.
Okay, so since you guys started the process of campaign activities and all of that, have you guys met any challenge along the way?
Oh yeah, a lot. A lot.
What are those?
Even last night, I met the one I met last night was so tempting to me. And then you know what I did? I said, guess what? If you feel to yourself that education is expensive, try ignorance.
Ignorance, yeah.
Try ignorance. They said, what do you mean by that? I say, if you're telling me that the country is hard, so you want to take the man from in power and bring in our grandfather who don't even know the age of the country and say the country is 90 years old. Did you know what they're doing? I said, you're putting the youth, the grandchildren, they're putting their life into jeopardy. Everything is not rosy, but trust me, gradually we will get there. So there are a lot of challenges out there. So that's one of them told me, why you want me to vote for the president? So you know, one of the 20 years old boy, then I asked him, I say, look at me, can you marry me? Then he like, and my son was standing by me, and my granddaughter was holding me.
Yeah.
Then he like, I'm 20 years old, yes, I can marry you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the only thing is understanding. I say, if you marry me, excuse me, 5'4", 54, if you marry me, do you have a future? Then the other friend like, no, for me, I can marry you because why? I need children. I said, thank you. That's the reason why I give you the number 2 to vote for.
Yeah.
Because why? You need a future. So there are a lot of challenges out there, but we need to put some mechanism into a place for us to be able to convince our people.
Financial wise, logistic wise, what are the challenges?
Yeah, financially, to be very frank, the challenge is there, but gradually we are getting there.
Okay.
Because I tell them I came to campaign to encourage you for your future. Do not look at money. The money comes today, it go tomorrow, but the future remains. So financially, it's challenging out there, but trust me, gradually, and with a good word, especially when you link your campaign with the word of God, you understand me, to encourage the people. It's one of the things that move the people more. One of the things. Sometimes right after talking to them, I pray with them and all before leaving.
Okay. So I think one of the problems people flagged, after the October 10 election, they flagged the issue of voter education.
Yeah.
Most especially to these trenches in the villages out of Montserrado. Are you guys thinking about moving out of Montserrado?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. We'll move out of Maserado to teach our people, to educate them how to vote, so that we will not be able to have the
Number of invalid votes.
Yeah, the
invalid
invalid
votes.
votes.
Yeah. So it's one of the things, carry on the voting
So-
education.
Okay, let's come to the invalid votes. What's your take on that entire invalid voting?
Yeah, the invalid voting, to be very frank, like I was telling people, it's different here and like up there. Up there, when you go vote, if I carry you to vote, you understand me? I will tell the whosoever that I brought my sister to vote. This is her first time voting. Then they will give you the ballot paper for me to stay with you, educate you how to fill your paper in, and show you how to fold it in and put it in the computer. You understand me? That little box where we put it in, the fax, something a fax. You understand me? But here, the people don't do that. They don't want people to go, because once you tell me that I'm voting for Dagbana, people that are around or they know already who you're voting for. You understand me? So there's no way that I will change your mind to say don't vote for Dagbana. They just get a paper and say she voted for Dagbana. So you mark Dagbana and whatsoever for the paperwork, and I will show you how to fold it in and then go and put it in there. So it's one of the things that what make the invalid vote to be more, because those that in the room, that carry on the process, you understand me, they need to teach our people. I remember during the election of Charles Taylor, I was in Bikino at that time as one of the observers, and that's what we did. I was at the Basel High School. The old people would come and tell you, in money mind you. But I want my little boy, because the MPP had that bird symbol.
Yeah.
When they say in money mind you understand me, then we will look at the bird symbol and show it to them, put their finger there, and then we fold the ballot paper for them. But I don't know, it's not happening. So it's one of the things where our people in there, you're not going to change the person vote. But if you teach them and help them out, then we not have that invalid vote to be more.
So are you in a way saying NEC should add another staff to, people that will be in those various rooms to help people to
Yes,
carry on that
we need more people in there.
So then how do you tell whether that person has a side, whether that person have a political party, they support and all of that? Because in that case, you need someone neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all the time it doesn't mean people to be neutral. But once the person, I can be for CDC, you're from Unity Party.
How sure am I that I'm a blind person and you help me to vote? How sure am I that you would not vote your candidate?
There are observers that there. That's what I'm saying. There are observers there that watching, and you would tell them that I'm voting for Joseph Boaka. You understand me? I'm voting for Joseph Boaka. The observers are there. Those that that carry on the voting process, they are there. They hear you. So everybody I got to be on you for you to put your finger to Joseph Boaka, and then they fold your paper and put it in there. I'm voting for Joria. You understand me? We need to be sincere to ourselves. You understand me? And get it right done. Because the invalid vote, to be very frank, it was so discouraging.
Right. Very much.
Very much discouraging, to be very frank. Somebody who had the one round, you understand me, it would not be to where we are today. Some of us have been on our way back, but now we got to extend plain ticket, and then extend your job, and your job will tell you, I'm not going to keep the job, but when you get back, you can reapply. Yeah. These are the sacrifices we are making for our people, especially the young people. That's why we are encouraging them. Vote number 2. Vote number 2 for your future.
Right.
Vote number 2.
Right.
And number 2 is the gender sensitive ticket.
Yep.
A man and a woman.
A man and a woman.
The man and the woman.
Somebody said the man with the BBI.
and the fine woman.
And the fine woman that always smart.
Exactly. So I think we want to bring Gus in again.
Yeah.
Gus, you were listening to us, right?
If you want have one or two questions.
Yeah. Gus, we cannot hear you. Gus just unmuted himself, but we can't hear him. I don't know why. Gus, you have to check your line because I don't know where the problem's from.
Maybe you can go out and come back in.
Yeah, I think okay, he just did that. Yeah, so I think we want to engage our audience now.
Yeah.
I don't know what Gus will do when he gets back. So let's engage our audience. Call us on 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. You can call us on those numbers. Those of you following us on our online platform, call us on +231 886 500 104. Let me bring us back.
Yeah,
Okay, Gus, we have you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, again, sorry, I'm driving.
Yeah.
Maybe my reception was bad from it. No, I don't have any question. I just want to say again, thank you for coming to Liberia and doing what you're doing. Congratulations. Keep working. We know the president is going to be elected. That's for sure. As we all know, today, Maggie B is going to be on fire. Or definitely. I know the team is over there. I was on the phone not too long ago. It's gonna be hot. I mean, people are doing the job that they need to do. My disappointment still remains with Akol. But again, it is what it is. People inside the party will vote for the president. The people that are running the party, they can do whatever they want. We're not worried about it. Just like today, the ANC folks are gonna support us. You know, Mr. Cummings has a great right to kind of remain silent because of some of the statements he made. Again, I get it because logically it makes sense to kind of stay neutral. But send your party over. We'll take his party. We know people like Musa Bility have always been a friend of the president. Musa Bility will be there. This is what some of us, when we come on here, we don't throw jabs at people just because they're not agreeing with all right away. We have. I am not the kind of Liberian that say because you disagree with me today, you are not an enemy. Because you support another side, you are not an enemy. Liberia first. You have rights. We will give you your right. And Costa, they're back. You know, Costa, our friend there, I mean, because I supported Josh Weah. But you know what? He came back to his senses and said, this Gus man, I've known this Gus man since 2011 when they were shooting us. These are the people that was doing everything they can to get us out of this place and do what they can. You know, this is the same Gus Coleman that I invited to my wedding or reception and all of that. So the man came back, we fixed it. But I would disagree with him vehemently. But yet still, they know that in the end, my disagreement is on policy. You see, Kanu Babala will tell you the same thing. I disagree with him vehemently when he stepped down for the former minister of, how you call it, MPA. Okay? Yeah. Because when I supported Kanu Babala, he was going against Bill Tuare. And I said to myself, I want a young man to win that seat. And I will support Kanu, and I supported him 100%. So when he started turning around, I said, no, my man, we don't do that. I had no problem with Bill Tuare, but I had problem with this system. And that's how I keep telling all young people, supporters of this CDC. CDC is a movement. It is not about you. It's about the grassroots. It's about people that would never have the seat at the table. Okay? People that, my name is Gus Kwama. You have a president that see the need to call me for doing nothing, just opening my mouth here, and he says he likes the way I propagate. That matters to me. That tells me what my parents taught me is important. I don't care. I'm not belly driven, and that's what I want our voters to know. That things might be hard, but the man listens. The man does the things that he needs to do. Look at the cousin Costa did to him. He still stands next to him. If you cannot mature from that and you say you disenchanted and keep doing disenchanted, You will be in that disenchantment for a long time, because when these people win, the things that they miss in 12 years, the people had 12 years to build their war chests. It all vanished to the point where they're going after York. Protest started before President Weah was even inaugurated.
Yes.
Imagine 6 years in opposition, then they come back, they will finish everything. 66 concession, they want to quadruple that one. Look, I'm telling you, Liberian people, just sit down there, they will sell the whole country. And that Ome Boaka, they all the picking them beyond Ome Boaka, they call them picking. I'm going to call them picking because they're all like 4-5 years older than me, ain't that much older than me.
Yeah.
Kwame Samukai, the how you call it, the Kofi Woos and them, they're all like 5 or 6 years older than me. I'm going to be 47 years old. They were my senior brothers, but you know what? They don't want to operate in a situation where everybody have the equal right. In 2029, it's going to give us that. President Weah need to finish. Liberian people, you're good at giving people the chance to finish their job. President Weah need to finish his term. So 2029, be seen by your opponent, they can all start on their own. And they have to deal with me. God's come out. Because my children will be growing too. You will have to deal with people like us. The resources you have over there, we will have it here too. And they don't want to deal with that. So Liberian people, we're telling y'all please take care of your brother, George Manneh Weah. He has done everything for you guys. Islamic or Mandingo people, you think about what George Weah has done. What government in the history of Liberia, when what you call it? Is it Hash?
Hash. Yeah.
This president fly you guys left and right. Come back, feed the people, go to the mosque, go to all these places. Exactly. What else do you want?
First time
if
ever.
you want to continue, do it.
Yes.
What else do you want? Because of a few people that want jobs, let's be honest, this president has been fair, very fair to all Liberians. And if you don't believe so, by all means, do what you need to do. But in the end, we won't vote this president, and you will deal with him. Thank you.
Okay, guys. That will go to the lines and take us.
Exactly.
Got the phones are busting.
Again, call us on 0776-104-104, 0865-00104. Call us on those numbers and be a part of the program. Hello, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Hello.
You have to walk away from your monitor. I'll cut you off.
No, we're still getting the feedback.
And I'm not going to do that. Hello, welcome to the show. Let's hear you. I'm okay. Okay.
This means that Liberians are ready for Liberia. We want for the country to go forward. This is why you see all the things happening. But they say they will see the election team to stuck around so that our eyes can be open to so many things that have been going on around. People were not aware. Some were disclosed. Some were there who are looking at it. It's serious. Okay? Now you see, this is the point star. You know, I get my brother talking about Apple. Apple is split into 4. Yesterday, you had the full-time member of Apple and the former veteran of Apple endorsing the president.
No, we lost him.
We didn't cut you off. I'm sorry. Hello, welcome to the show. Let's hear you. Hello, are you there? Welcome. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome. Go ahead.
My name is Ibrahim from being a joint for Bishop Council Chairperson.
Okay.
Quickly. Thank you for your effort, because there are some people say that the diaspora want to influence into our politics and they don't have voting cards, they don't even have the face to campaign, but they say in the diaspora, they have mandate KM for the movement. So that kind of Liberia, if you want for Liberia people to vote for Joseph Boakai, it's one hour, so that you can become one minister or director. And that is not happening. the other people that is, I think they need to change the message instead of what they call that push is not working. Like when people understand that push the time is development, they have a negative propaganda that they are using against the government. But we are prepared. That is the reason why every morning we wake up in our various rooms to make sure that the first one we get that there's a 100,000 margin of I want to say thank you, mommy, for leaving up the time to get you up your village, get you way home. Coming to restore our country. The God continue to bless you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's take another person. Hello, welcome. Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Yes, this is good morning. Tomorrow calling for Marshall. Yeah, you know my brother. Yesterday we listened to short ago. Some of them endorsing the music party, but I can tell you, my brother, most of the arrogant and Agro have already endorsed the president and the youth leaders.
We saw that.
So these are the major things that we want. For those that went on that side because of their self-interest, they not want them for different things. They only doing it to challenge the Mandingos and the Muslim repetition to the president. But that will not happen. Everyone all here, we are Mandingo, we are Muslim, and we support the president fully. Everything we have, and we'll make sure we go in every.
Thank you, my brother.
Message to the people so that the president can be re-elected. But those that went down there, they only went there for that 17 interest saying that Jana, the Muslim advisor to the president is a full man. That's a complete misinformation that they are carrying around lying to our people. That is 17 interest. Jana is the only Mandingo that so serving government. Yusuf Kaba is a Mandingo.
Of course.
My father's best friend, so they can tell that they are constant interest because they are foreigner in government, other people can go in government. That's how Mandingo put interest. That is put interest. Kalusuri Kaba put interest on it. Other people in Akko, they are mission on it. So that Kalusuri Kaba own mission on it. But we went there for Cabinet Jana. We went there for the Muslim vice president. That racist and Java thing. We don't offer it. We all Mandingo and Muslim. We deserve for such a thing that they give our people in the
Thank you.
So we support the president.
Okay.
Fully with all our trying to do in this country. So get everybody for that.
Okay, thank you. Let's take another person. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
Coming from yes, I'm a individual Angel. And I want to say thank you for the discussion. If you have both. And now this is the thing. You know, opposition, we will embrace everybody because the person we have is a person of a reconciler. He's a man of peace. He's not a man of war, no violence. But now this is the thing. This round off, I can assure you, we are not sitting. That is why in the morning we go from community to community, making entities on how to should vote. Because what? We don't want for us to have any invalid vote at one time. So, well, if let's don't do it, we citizens, we who see the need that the person is doing. Because what? Now, that's our level here, our West Ghana. You know, one who are to be in Ghana is because what? Of the development of foreign. And now, I'm here about 24-hour foreign. That alone, I able to take my business, I'm able to do other things.
Yeah.
What do we appreciate this for this president for what he's doing? He came to hospital in other countries, the vet. So I tell him, I tell the gentleman, we've been coming to the discussion, we've been coming to discuss issue, but we simply in the discussion that was straight to the point. He didn't say anything tangible. What you know what he said? Oh, the president he's not working. He didn't say, look, gentlemen, your argument it can go anyone for your own.
Okay.
So we are focused. Thanks so much, Papana. Well, I give an open invitation to my face. Papana,
Okay. All right. Let's take another person. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is Peter Imperial, the Secretary General for the Pro Media Women Network in support of President Weah.
Welcome, Peter.
Yeah, and let me say good morning to you, Tapala, and also to God as well.
Okay.
And our female general in studio. I usually follow the show. Sometimes I don't call for it, I do comment. Let me say thanks to you all for the conversation and also to the studio guests. You see, like I was telling somebody the other day that nobody needs to get angry with Costa because first of all, every patriotic Liberian who want to see the good of this country, we want to support the president. Also, just realize that those opposition that I was supporting, these are the same people who stole from the Liberian people and came back to us and told us that they squandered the opportunity. And these are the same opportunity they are seeking again to come back to power and squander another one. So for time we start realize that the president is working in the interest of the country. So why would anybody go against the president? Somebody who is trying to develop the country that we can go out there and vote of Liberia. Today you can go out and tell someone from Liberia, you will feel proud of yourself.
Yes.
All right, because of the development that the president is carrying on. This is how we are calling all Liberians. Whether you are a sedition or you are not a sedition for different exotic group or political party, we are calling every Liberian to re-elect this president. Those who are you see lying to you in the community, these are people that stole our money, stole our resources, use our opportunity, and today the president is trying to put those broken pieces together. So we have to re-elect him to continue his good work in the interest of the majority. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's take one of our old moms on the line. Welcome to the show, mom. Welcome.
Yeah, my daughter Esther, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Hello?
I'm okay. Can you hear me? Hello, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah, yes, Sissy, go ahead.
Okay, let me say hi to Dakpana. You talk to me, how you doing, my papa?
I'm good, my woman.
Okay, let me say hi to my brother boss in the diaspora. This is my Sissy. I'm calling from Flower Town.
Okay.
Let me say thank you for the topic, but I want to tell my daughter Esther. The old man called Joe Bunker, your grandfather, you and God.
You ready?
We're backing them. They want to put on Liberians. That old man is already going in a grave to get a waka. You want to mind? Tell you to go tell me that because you're going to Kabila Janet. You know what I'm man? That's not what in the government.
But my Sissy, when they impeach Cabinet Janet, Joe, we are replacing with another Mandingo man, Yusuf Kaba.
So tell you that person, everybody, every Liberian. He's not talking to Liberian people. Every tribe in the country, you get a job.
Right.
The book of the because they run the possible there from Mandingo. And you're talking about the Christian and the Muslim and the macho there. Yeah. Whatever thing they go to the person, oh, get one, that. But if you get related to the female, what is 40% we are? I want to see my church, my people. I want to see my dialect or the group for the
Go ahead.
I'm a boy, I'm on what I want. I'm on your back, I'm on the only grand cook at the boy. You move where at the John Mother we are. Almost tell you what I want. May you that worker or set that when you. Only what put on a bullet or pray will you see Matthew. But you want it? Let's say you let me all the day. You move where I'm going to they will say you know where I need. And I'm wondering through what way I'm wondering, but I wonder if you who that was Paru, who that was Paru. We are paying you to repeat, or pay 1 fee, or 4 3. And I man with that worker who did it, one do one, get one. And it was who went where I want. And my worker, or move worker on the table, we will do your do it, double do them minute did it. We are just on. I'm going to follow, I'm going to do. I'm not for the one, I'm not for the I'm going to have for enter there. We are new to that. We don't do what I agree. We are just up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't call you. Okay, we get
there. We are number 2, number 1, number where. I never walk out. Thank you.
Thank you, Masisi.
Thank you, Masisi. Thank you very much. Let's take another person on his line. Hello, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Hello, Esther. God, everybody.
Marlena, where?
Yes.
I'm told that you're not faring well.
I'm feeling well, of course.
Amen.
But you know when you inside it, I feel
yeah.
Yeah, this my thing of people. Look when someone they're ready to talk about their friends. One name, my sister and myself are going to campaign yesterday. We wrote a text. We're going to talk to people. We wrote a text. And then we brought about Freedom FM, we started talking in the text. My sister, one other woman, myself, justified. That driver came on this thing I'm talking about the Mandingo people. He know the whole left crash about Ellie, Waka, There.
Oh wow.
Oh, my Helena.
Think you need to call back my Helena.
Let me see if I can call you back, my Helena. They shouldn't harmonize my own credit.
Right.
I don't think I have much there, but let me call my Helena back.
Yeah, we need to get it in of that stuff.
Right. Okay, my Helena, welcome back.
God bless you, my daughter. That's why I go to born children.
Hey, Lord.
Yeah. God bless you. And then men started talking all about work. I didn't channel everybody. He said some of the Madingo people stupid. Very. That's my sister. We enjoy that man from the place we're going to campaign. The man put us down. He said, look, I can make it. Those ones that go, that the one that are fighting for the best. But we know what George we have done for us. I get to play it in your end. I enjoy it. Every one of us in the car yesterday.
Okay.
So where I go going? What is it going? Joshua will carry this thing here. My children, Joshua will carry it. The Madingo people, he said, we would dare go. He said, don't you know that day when President William was going, going on to the place there? What how they call the place? To the party headquarters.
Yeah.
That day when they did that thing, he said there was a coup they planned.
Wow.
Yes. He said, older man, he said there was a coup they planned. But if Joshua was too harsh, they were going to come. But because the way the president did it, so he never came. That's what I'm telling you yesterday.
Wow.
So my people, you gotta go in the various communities. All the people were supposed to go all the time, they go. You gotta go around Monrovia and campaign for our son. For the hospice, hospital, the parks, everything he's doing. Some of our people now used to excuse for expression, totally in Camus. Now they totally in Camus in the villages.
Yeah, sure.
Don't do that, Joshua. When somebody wants when you can't there. When they see ready to carry people horses, he put black racks there. So I'm begging you, Liberia. Number 2, I won't crowd. There's some backpack. There's some backpack. Now Batia. Joshua. Eta tera, you know, or conjia bois and one backpack.
Okay.
You gotta speak Loma too.
I said, just get a Loma. All right, Malika. Thank you very much. Let's go to this other person. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Jeremy Solo. I'm called from District 6.
Okay.
I listened to your city guest and I listened to everything she said, which of course was in line. And there's something she said in the studio, which I'm a witness to that, concerning my mother and my sister when President Obama went to the Côte d'Ivoire on the refugee.
Oh, really?
Côte d'Ivoire.
You went Côte d'Ivoire as well.
When we went on the refugee camp, before leaving for America, my sister told me, my mother and my sister is in the refugee camp in Ivory Coast. So I asked you to please help them get a plane ticket so they can come to America. And President, we have never hesitated. He did buy their plane ticket. And my mother and sister traveled to Ivory Coast. Before that, I was supporting President Obama in 2005. So when she called me, she told me that it also grew my love for President William. That is why I will continue to support President William in every turn. He's a very good man. He has the heart and he got the mind for the Liberian people. He has a good developmental mind. So, my fellow Liberians, let us join together and see this country develop. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's quickly take another call. Let's try to take it from this line. I think we've been off it. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Is this Freedom FM?
Yes.
Freedom FM. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm grateful to the lady there in studio. Thank you so much. I'm a mother, 70 years old.
Oh, wow.
And I'm sitting right here. I'm from Lofa.
Okay.
We are passing the messages on to our people in every village and town. Georgia is blessed and no man can question. Hello?
Yeah, we are getting you.
Yes, coming to the invalid vote. When I went to vote, I told the pool watchers and I told them that I can't see well. I took my touch level with me. And the lady was kind enough and she told me, said, Ma, get anyone who has voted, but voting in line with you, with your candidate. No one else. Make sure that person is voting with your candidate. So if you're voting your candidate. And I said, yes, there was a little boy right before me. Standing behind me, he was voting along with me. I said, go and vote, then you can take me into the room. And that boy went and voted. And the both of us went inside. Then I voted who I wanted to vote for. He didn't have to tell me who to vote for. What the lady has said right there is the election commissioner can be able to help us. For people to be able to escort us, whether you try to hear, we have a lot of uneducated people.
Yeah.
Don't say because she's young, go eat by yourself.
Yes.
She will not know what to do.
That's
But then she saw a Mary of Joseph. So take her in, vote for candidate, they will give us the opportunity to do that. Please, just speak on that. Continue to speak on that. Or else we'll go back to the three invalid vote.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Let's welcome in this person. Welcome. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Emma, you went. Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, as I was saying, that I-14, the one that went to Bwaka is the Indian stream. Because every political party, the way is the youth into us. The women win into us. The veterans and the concerned members of ACO into us as we speak. The might even wing are already endorsed.
Yeah.
The CDC, the local county wing are endorsed. Also, that was the Indian friend I went to. Let me say this to you, or and my brother, and Bob. Say the Trump-talking lawyer, Bongolo, who loves radio, say it's endorsed. Have you heard him say anything?
No.
He has not. As we speak, the chapter beside his sister that claims for support, which is campaigning in Nimakande, the entire chapter that was championing the cause of Gongolo in Nimakande.
Yeah, Team Gongolo.
They are big project campaigning for in Nimakande. So we say welcome to Costa, you know, I'm a hand out to him. In fact, before you decide exactly or the way he referred to telling one that this was our grandmother that was not supposed to that was not the right way. But you know, the president is the president. You gotta put your head around everybody.
Yes.
Where we are now is for Nigeria.
Sure.
So we put our around everybody so we can be able to move our country forward. Okay, so I was saying all those that he done, including you, that has left your bill and various bill and come to Nigeria to push it in power. Nigeria will pull us through. Not keep our head on high and forward. Just what you guys when you're returning to the U.S.
Thank you.
What you guys do, let's keep our head on high. Don't say all of people are endorsing, all of being winged. No, let us care about our number. And let me say to my officially fair people, don't carry your leg chance of going to vote. A reliable decision as I always do that will be able to carry you in that place to get it as your vote. Because these are all the things that call the invalid vote.
Yes.
So these are also called the invalid one. You don't want to allow the vote to put the ballot before in the drum.
Before you mark them.
You put it in your ballot. And so I usually mark it before. You put it in on your finger while wrapping the ballot for to put it in your bag. It becomes invalid vote.
Yes, that's
so
true.
all of the education has necessary.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Okay. I think we want to squeeze in one more.
Yeah.
Just one more call. We'll squeeze this one in. Welcome to the show.
Our last caller.
Are you there?
Yeah. It's low.
Can you speak louder than that, please?
Oh, okay, we lost it.
Okay, I think that's all we can take for today.
Yeah, so we'll go back to Madam Rebecca Kessier. You listen to all of the callers, so you
Yeah.
can give your parting comment in response to them.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say thanks to everyone who called on the show this morning. Let us all fight for this thing with positive mind. And I want to encourage every Liberian. One of the things we really need to desist from is the tribal thing. It's not a good thing for our nation, for our country. It will never unite us. It will always keep us down. It will not develop the country. So I am appealing to every one of us, not one person. I remember 1990 when the war started. My late father, he called me one morning. He said, we're going fishing that morning, early morning. We pushed the canoe down to the ocean. He said, Rebecca. I said, what happened, Daddy? He said, the war will be nasty. I said, what do you mean by that? He said, because the war will turn trouble. And it will be nasty in the country. But those that will live, they will live. But people will die. So, when the war was taking that trend, one morning, 92, I went to him. That time you were not feeling well, now you got sick. So I said, Daddy, what you told me 2 years ago is happening now. And he said, I told you. And what am I trying to tell Liberians? We kill ourselves. Some people are fatherless. Some people are motherless, childless. Because maybe you got only 2 boys or 1 boy child, and the person went to the war, and you can't born no more. You don't have a child. We've seen the bunch of disabilities, men and women that in the street today. We are shaving brain. That the disability people, they are begging and this, that. We are the ones that put them in a position. So this is the time Liberians need to pull away this trouble thing. My uncle was beheaded in Greenville by LPC, which is not good at all. For the reason, when you among the Sapo people, you're forced to speak Sapo. When you among the Crew people, a Sapo person, you're forced to speak the Crew. When you are a Manigo person, you go among the Gil and the Mano, you're forced to speak Mano and Gil. Because why? Mandingo were haunted. When you get among the Manigo people, and you are Mano and Gil, you're forced to speak the Mandingo. Because why? The Mano and Gil was haunted. You see what I'm talking about? You see the trend? It kept us down for 14 years. No development, no life. We turn around and say, you know what? Let me get to an end. And we get 12 years to the past government. In that 12 years, they brought insecurity to guard them, to protect them. Look at our beautiful mansion. Look at Ominka Tower that fought the World War II in this country. Today, everything went zero. I just caution every Liberian, Manu, Gil, Madinko, Fula, Basso. You just need a crown. We are all one body. We are all one. Let us pull away the travel thing. It's not a good thing in this our body politics. Yes, it's not healthy for us.
Okay.
My children can marry Manu me. My daughter can marry or Mandingo man. You understand me? We are all one. I just want to encourage each and every one of us. Put it away. Put it away. The vision should be the development of the country. That investor will come. That our people that are on the ground will get a job to do. How can somebody stay in the ghetto for 10 years, 20 years, 15 years in the ghetto on drugs? Then you want to blame it on this government that doing their best. But when you and I, we're from the let's say, the greatest country in the world that everybody want to go to. Get to New Jersey. Go Staten Island. See people, young people. So this drugs is a global something that we all need to fight. It doesn't, we shouldn't use the thing to bring government down. Again, we are a bunch of Liberians from the diaspora. I'm saying diaspora. I'm not talking about America alone. Diaspora that are on the ground.
Yeah, sure.
Chairman Kroji, Charles Kroji from Minnesota. He is our campaign chair here, and we are working together with other great men and women from all over the world. We came on ground to help our people campaign for the government because we are seeing the daylight coming. The daylight is coming. Day is about to break.
Sure.
That is, Liberia is about to flourish, as the prophecy said from our late Mother Dukley. Let everyone put our hands together. Let educate our people. Let encourage them. Let come on board. Let vote this president. If you start building your house, you put a foundation down, you reach it to window level. If you roof the house, you leave it that on a part. Trust me, the next thing, grass will start growing in our house. The foundation more will start catching it. And we don't want that to happen to our great country. We want the country to develop. And the development this president started, we want it to continue. After his 12 years, then we will turn around and see another person with that vision. Because we want people with vision. If you had that vision, then that mission can be accomplished. You can't come on the mission without a vision. It's one of the things, it's one of the problems I have with the opposition. They only got mission, but they don't have a vision. Their mission is to take over the country, and then those that the salary reduction for other people to get a job, they want to come and take everything away. Our young people that the government put on scholarship, the free tuition, and then they paying the wire fees, they want to come back to take the things then away. You look at 13 years old child, because you are a minister who is 50 years old, you go behind that 13-year-old child because why? That child looking for school fees. You understand me? These are the things they want because they don't have a vision. I'm telling you the truth. If they have vision, then we will say, okay, but they don't have a vision. They only have a mission. So we will not allow their mission to be accomplished. So we are going behind the vision. So the vision of the country to be developed and for the young people to be able to take care of themselves is what we are following. So I'm encouraging everybody, vote number 2.
Thank you very much.
Vote number 2.
Right.
God bless Mama Liberia and God bless Her Excellency Dr. George Maniwea and our own mother and Dr. Joel Howard Taylor. And thanks for having me, guys.
All right.
Thank you. So that was the voice of Mana Rebecca K. Seyon. Yeah, she's a strong supporter of President Weah. She's from Minnesota, USA. One of the cool SSL being American go down there. Yeah, we got the cool. Maybe we got Mana Seyon being there or go there.
Yeah,
and she and she man co-host.
On the top. Sure.
Okay.
I'm the co-host.
I see. All right, so let's bring in guys quickly. We are out of time already.
Yeah. Y'all have a great day. Y'all make sure that I'm gonna take y'all to the beach. Y'all go get some cold drink. And it's Liberia. It's Friday. Y'all go enjoy yourself, man. If you got time, listen, Brother Costa's gonna be on. In Magibi. It's gonna be hot. There's gonna be some bombs. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. Let's go. George Maniwea. we are for we are, man. Take care.
Okay, so we will join you guys on Monday again for another bright edition of the program from the Print News. Do have yourselves a great day. I'm Esther Taku. Gus was here, Takpana, and of course, our guest from the USA, Rebecca Sion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.